Our beautiful beach scenery leading us to a City Connect Monday night at Angels Stadium, presented by Kia on ABTV. It's game one of a three-game series between the Los Angeles Angels and the Baltimore Orioles. Alongside Mark Gubicza, I'm Wayne Randazzo. Gooby, the Angels back home in their City Connects tonight after a 3-4 road trip.
Yeah, you know, Wayne, after those back-to-back games, you know, after that tough loss on Friday night, the offense put it together, that balanced bottom of the order, and it flipped it over to the top of the order, and Zach Neto did his thing with that two-run home run. So I just love the approach they have at the plate. Hopefully that will continue here against the Orioles, score some runs, and have some good pitching.
Now, the Angels certainly enjoyed their time at West Sacramento from an offensive standpoint the last 3 days. But you go back over the last 4 weeks, this has been one of the better scoring teams in all of baseball.
Yeah, we talk about balance too, Wayne. I mean, that's what you're seeing. That's where you're seeing these numbers are the best in baseball, especially in the American League. We think about runs scored, 160 since May 22nd. Batting average just under 270, and the OPS at 286. Well, what they've been doing with runners in scoring position, and especially with runners in scoring position, and with 2 outs, 271 batting average. So they're finding the ways to put the ball in play. They're using the whole field. It's not relying necessarily always on the home run, although they did hit some big home runs up there in West Sacramento.
Now, there were some clutch ones yesterday. Denzer Guzman had that game-tying shot in the 8th inning. Zach Neto had the go-ahead shot in the 9th. Neto continues to wear out the A's this year with those clutch home runs, and he's really been knocking the ball out of the ballpark of late, too.
Yeah, I mean, the home run power for him is definitely on display right now. He's got 34 extra base hits, 17 home runs, and when you see that power going, if he gets in, what he's doing right now, Wayne, consistently now, he's trying to get pitches in the strike zone. When he gets those in the zone, there's a lot of power. He will pull the baseball. He will go to dead center field. He had a triple almost that exact same spot also in Arizona, but the swings he's had in West Sacramento, those big moment ones, are the reason why he's been so successful in these clutch moments.
He's on pace to fly by his career high of 26 home runs, which he set last year. He's hit 9 since the 3rd week of May. You see that OPS above 900, and the Angels have been winning more games.
That's the thing that's most important. They understand, and he understands the importance of this team. He's playing some better defense, but he knows the moments where he has to come through in the clutch, and he's been doing so with a 14-11 mark during the stretch, in which he's provided a lot of power.
Neto back in that leadoff spot tonight against Kyle Bradish on the mound for the Orioles, coming off a career-high 12 strikeout game in his last start. And Sam Aldeguerri trying to get back on track after a rough one in Arizona.
Yeah, we always love the way how competitive he is. We know how good his changeup is, but I really think it's his fastball that really sets up everything. He will pitch that 4-seamer inside. It's not going to be upper 90s, but it'll be in the low 90s, and he spots it exceptionally well with good ride on that 4-seamer, sets up that cutter. But his changeup is a plus pitch. It's set up by his 4-seamer.
And the Angels trying to get this homestand on the right note as they take on the Orioles here tonight in game one of this 3-game series here at Angel Stadium. The Halos hoping their hot hitting in West Sacramento can carry over as they kick off the homestand here tonight.
Jack, tell me one.
ABTV is presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. On the way into the Big A tonight for the Angels and the Baltimore Orioles, the first matchup between these two American League rivals this year. You know, the Angels' first game ever was against the Baltimore Orioles. And now they will play their latest game against the Orioles. It all comes full circle.
It always does. It's the circle of life.
And it certainly is. Both of these teams have won back-to-back games. It has been 10 years since they have faced each other, entering a series with back-to-back wins on each side. July 8th, 2016, the last time that happened.
Wow, that is some tremendous information, Wayne. Thank you for that.
Well, thank Blake the Snake.
Oh, he is the legend.
And the Angels getting ready to take the field against the Orioles. Both teams are red hot now after their back-to-back wins over the weekend. Angels got it done against the A's. The Orioles won 2 in a row against the Dodgers.
They could have won all 3, and the Angels could have won 3 in a row against the A's, too. So very similar. And when you look at their numbers, both teams' offensive numbers, they're almost exactly the same across the board.
And Sam Aldeguerri on the mound for the Angels here tonight.
Yeah, I really expect him to use that 4-seam fastball. He's identified as a great changeup thrower, but his 4-seam fastball has a pretty good ride on him. My go-tos for Aldeguerri to have a solid game, to give himself a chance to pick up a W tonight against the O's is get chases on that changeup too. He's got a 32.8% whiff percentage, but fastball in the corners throughout. He can paint that fastball inside and up and away. That'll set up that changeup tonight.
Showing you the lineup for the Baltimore Orioles, who are managed by Craig Albertaz now. And there is the former Angel Taylor Ward leading things off. Henderson at second. Pete Alonso, the longtime New York Met, the Mets' all-time leader in home runs, is batting third for the O's. And then their lineup, well, they're hoping some of these other guys are going to go on. Kobe Mayo, Tyler O'Neill, Blaze Alexander has been blazing over the last couple of months, really. Colton Cowser in center field, and former Angel as well, Jeremiah Jackson, batting eighth for the Orioles here tonight.
And the Rotolo Chevrolet defense behind Aldegari today. Shawnowell has been really good defensively over at first base. One defensive run saved. He's also been involved in 38 double plays. He's one of the best in baseball on the scoop to low throws over first base too. Outstanding numbers. You got Walton at second, Neto Guzman, who's been outstanding also at third base. He'll be behind the plate. And you got in the outfield, you got Siri leading that outfield there too, but it's all so important.
Nice ovation for Taylor Ward, and he deserves it.
Yes.
What a great guy to be around over the past number of seasons that Ward has been in an Angels uniform, and last year had the best season of his career with the Angels. 36 home runs, 103 RBIs, 31 doubles last year for Taylor Ward. He has not really carried that over to Baltimore, and on the first pitch here, he fouls it off. He swung at the first pitch.
I was going to say, we usually get a chance to talk about him a little bit there too, but it was so great. Even before the game, he was walking around, signing autographs, saying high fives. They loved him in the Angel uniform. They appreciate what he did.
And absolutely so. Last year's Good Guy Award winner from the local BBWAA chapter. He has only 4 home runs this season. He has not hit a homer yet at Camden Yards this year. 1 ball and 1 strike on Ward. Of course, that deeper left field there. He did a homer yesterday at Dodger Stadium, as Aldegari misses, and it's 2-1. But it's headline news when Ward swings at all, let alone swings at the first pitch.
Yeah, I joked around. I said, oh, another home run against the Dodgers. He just smiled. He goes, yeah, for some reason, I just seem to like hitting against them guys.
Well, he did have the home run yesterday in a 12-1 win for the Orioles. They ripped the Dodgers yesterday. And here's Ward ripping one toward right center. Sends back Siri out near the wall, and Taylor Ward is back with a vengeance. He has hit a home run to lead off the ball game in his return to Angel Stadium.
And dead center field, too, for Ward. That's a good way for him to come back. Not if you're a Halo right now, but what a swing that was.
Well, he's hit more home runs now in his old home stadium this season than he has in his new one. That was not a cheapie either. 419 feet for Taylor Ward. It's his 56th career home run here at Angel Stadium, although his first as a visitor.
I mean, that's that 4-seam fastball, but he stayed on it really well. About 106 miles per hour off the bat, too.
Pretty much the exact swing that he had yesterday when he homered.
By the way, that's his spot. It's unbelievable. He does not go out of that spot in his strike zone all that often. When you throw the pitch in his swing path, he's got a good chance of going a long way like it did.
1 ball, 1 strike on Gunnar Henderson. I guess Ward's hand's feeling okay.
Yeah.
Had that bone bruise a couple of months ago. Whatever that's done or hasn't done, we don't know. But Taylor Ward does have a home run on back-to-back days in Southern California. Henderson's worn out the Angels over the years. He's almost hit by that pitch.
Still a good pitch. He's aggressive swinging the bat, but that's a perfect spot for it.
His numbers against the Angels have been nothing short of incredible. 1203 career OPS, second highest mark by any major league player against the Angels.
That's a pretty good pitch.
Well, Hoppy thinks it didn't miss.
That might got the top of the zone.
We'll find out if that's strike 3. Looks like it is.
Yeah, he could keep those batting gloves and take them off right now.
Angels challenge powered by T-Mobile, and have a seat, Gunner.
And that's a good challenge, especially when you're facing Gunnar Henderson. You just mentioned all those career numbers.
It's good challenges when you win them, I think.
Yes. Any challenge against Gunnar Henderson, the way he's been swinging against Halos, it's worth it.
One out. Here is Pete Alonso, the first baseman, a big slugger in his own right for the Orioles. Looking at a strike. 18 home runs for Alonso. He's hit 10 of them to the opposite field, which is already a career high tying mark, even in the year that he hit 53 as a rookie for the New York Mets in 2019. He hits this one right back to the mound as Aldegari handles that. A lollipop throw to first for the second out.
Still hard to believe Taylor, after all those years, hits a home run his first at bat against his former teammates. And he was talking, I mean, this how he enjoyed playing here, his teammates. Well, they're not friends right now.
No, that's over.
That's over.
2 outs. I mean, really 2 of the greatest guys I've ever covered in that Oriole lineup that we've already seen tonight between Taylor Ward and Pete Alonso, the former Met. Certainly helps the Orioles clubhouse leadership, if anything else.
Yeah, when you think about coming into the season with the moves they made during the offseason, they had to be considered one of the favorites to win the AL East with all that, added power from the right side to go along with all those good young players they have.
The 12th leadoff home run in Taylor Ward's career. It's his second this season as Kobe Mayo looks at a strike. But all the young players haven't really gotten going. Mayo's hitting 189 for the year. He does have 9 home runs, but he has not established himself as a major leaguer. Neither has Jackson Holliday. Henderson's fallen back. There's still a lot of optimism about Basayo, who's certainly had some moments this season, but also there have been some issues there as well with Basayo's maturity. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Mayo. The fastball runs inside. At least that's from the perspective of the manager, Craig Albanez. There's some relationship issues, it seems, between the manager and the young catcher.
Rutschman, too. He's been more productive now, out for a bit.
And he got a concussion on an errant throw that hit him in the helmet the other day. So Rutschman is hoping to get back from that soon. And there's Holliday, not even in the lineup against the lefty today. Jordan Westburg is on a milk carton right now. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Mayo. Ground ball to third as Denzer Guzman swallows that up. And Aldegari retires all the batters except for the one former Angel that he faced. Taylor Ward starts the game with a home run. Lineup tonight. Zach Neto will try to answer Taylor Ward's leadoff home run as he starts things off tonight. Then Shonowell bats second. Joe Adell's hitting third. Jorge Soler back in the lineup as he's off the IL. He's the DH tonight. Meckler in left field. Guzman at third. Then Walton, who's been red hot. Logan O'Hoppe is hitting the ball well also. So is Siri. This lineup really top to bottom has been effective lately. We'll see if Zach Neto can go to work against a one-time Angels farmhand, Kyle Bradish.
And Bradish fastball, it's a firm fastball. You can get up there 96 miles an hour, but also slider will throw a curveball and change up.
Bradish coming off a career-high 12 strikeouts in his last start against the Mariners. Had a lot of those on his curveball. He's basically eliminated the changeup since the last time we saw him, and he's just going to spin it or throw it straight.
Yeah, he's got a high whiff percentage on both his slider and curveball.
First pitch strike in there to Neto. Now 17 home runs on the year.
I mean, we say this often. There's a battle of tremendous young shortstops in this game again. You got Zach Neto with 34 extra base hits on the season. Henderson with 31.
Count is 1 ball, 1 strike on Neto. Now both have battled consistency issues this season. There have been some peaks and valleys for both Neto and Henderson this year. And as they always say, development is not linear, even for a guy like Henderson, who at one time was 4th in the American League in MVP voting. I mean, this game challenges you day in and day out, year in and year out. 2 balls and a strike as Bradish falls behind. He often has this year. He comes back with a strike there, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, 41 walks. So there's a walk in his game. There's some traffic in his game.
Just generally has pitched from behind a lot, maybe as much as anybody in baseball this year. 2 balls and 2 strikes as he misses there for ball 3, and it's affected him Opponents have an OPS close to 1,100 against him when he's behind in the count. And he throws the second most pitches per game behind in the count of anybody in the majors.
You look at even batting average over 100 points higher behind. So that's affects him being able to throw his breaking pitches.
There's a fastball on 3-2, and Zach Neto takes it for strike 3.
My go-tos to have some success against their former organizational mates today. My go-tos. His power, his mistake slider on occasion, even though he's got some punch outs on, he's given up some blasts, a .590 slugging percentage, 6 home runs. You got to think middle to the other way on that fastball too.
Well, here is Nolan Shotwell as he tries to match Neto in terms of the eye black. Swing and a miss here. Shotwell against the A's yesterday had 2 hits and 2 runs scored. Had a 2-run double Saturday. Zach Neto attributes it to the matching eye black.
Wow. Whatever it takes.
No balls and 1 strike.
Already it's a pretty good ride on Bradish's fastball here.
Well, when Bradish was healthy 3 years ago, he was looking like a budding ace. He had a tremendous year for the Orioles in 2023. They all did that year as Baltimore won 101 games and feasted on the American League East, winning the division title. And then Bradish had Tommy John surgery, hadn't pitched much the last 2 years. And he's back this season, but as we've indicated, his numbers have been just so-so. Smacked to left by Shotwell. It's dumping quickly, and it falls in front of Ward for a base hit. Ward got all turned around. A low line drive that landed in front of him. He looked behind himself. But Nolan Shotwell ends up singling to left with 1 out.
And the defense behind Bradish, they were Highland and Taylor Ward. He's got 4 defensive runs saved this season. Been solid for the O's out in left field with 1 outfield assist. And he was caught in between trying to catch that on the line. He was not going to be able to get there, but he somehow kept it at least in front. Otherwise, that's a triple for Shotwell. You got Cowser and O'Neill in the outfield with him. You mentioned Henderson at shortstop. Jackson, another former Halo at second base. Alonso over at first base.
Here's Adell breaking his bat, floating one to right and having a base hit. So Joe Adell, although didn't come off very hard off his bat with the broken bat floater for a single. And the Angels have back-to-back hits with 1 out.
I put down a line drive single. Just your run-of-the-mill 64.6 miles per hour exit velocity rocket.
Oh, all the hard hit outs Adell makes.
Yeah,
he's owed a couple of broken bat singles. For Nolan Shotwell, another hit to left field. We talked about it a little bit yesterday, that Tony Gwynn 5.5 hole area. He said if you hit it there, you'll hit 550. Starting to see Shotwell hit it there more often over the shortstop's head. Here's Soler. Pitch in the dirt from Bradish, ball 1.
I wonder how good that timing will be here for Soler, but if he gets a hold of a pitch, you got a lead right away.
Soler's been around the ball club most of this time since he's gone on the injured list. Battling various injuries of late, but never tell when Soler's feeling off. He always looks the part.
Well, he always looks like he's ready to play, that's for sure.
1 ball, 1 strike on this mountain of a man, Jorge Soler.
6 career home runs against the O's. Let's take a base hit right here.
Shotwell's at second base. Adell's at first. Angels trying to get on the board after Baltimore scored a run in the top of the inning thanks to the homer by Taylor Ward.
So far, slider against Soler.
Nice little tribute video between innings for Taylor Ward as well.
That was really cool, and he acknowledged the fans, and the fans gave him a little standing ovation again. That's not going to work out for him.
This pitch looked like it was at Soler's ankles.
False confirmed. Baltimore has 1 remaining.
So the Orioles lose a challenge in the first inning. Sam Huff behind the plate. Mitchell Rutschman on the IL, and Basayo's playing time has been inconsistent. It's 2 balls with 1 strike on Soler. That's ball 3. So Bradish again behind. This has been the whole deal for him this season. And even the walk just as much as pitching, and these hitters counts constantly.
And you can center in on a spot here, although when you think about percentages, about 67% of the time on this count, he will throw him a fastball, and that's exactly what Taylor wanted to do, put himself in position to get a fastball.
And he's there now. 3 balls and 1 strike. And Soler takes the fastball over the outer part of the plate. It's 3-2.
Now I would not be shocked if he saw a curveball or a slider now.
There's another fastball. That one darted down and in for strike 3 as Soler swung over it. So you mentioned maybe the timing being off right away here out of the gate coming off the IL. Bradish with 2 fastballs struck him out.
Yeah, you look at that fastball throw, that was a sinker. Take a look at the StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud. What he will throw, sinker like 32% of the time, slider 26, curveball nearly 23, and a 4-seamer, which has been hit a little bit, but that sinker has been really good. You see that run on that. That was well off the plate.
Ball 1 to Wade Meckler. We can't count the Angels out with 2 outs. They've been one of the better run scoring teams with 2 outs this season. And the Orioles lead the majors in runs allowed with 2 outs this year. Meckler fouls that one off his foot. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Fouling quite a few lately off that front foot. Boy, he made an incredible play out in the outfield yesterday, left center field. A really big play in that point of the game, too.
Meckler and Walton came up right as that surge started for the Angels offense. May 22nd. It was the beginning of that series against the Texas Rangers, in which the Angels swept that series. And since then, they've played better. They're 15-13 as they lead the major leagues in runs scored since that time. Two balls, 1 strike on Meckler, and it's just been a more varied offense. You don't have all the same types of hitters. Just thinking about the 3 true outcomes, there's different types of hitters in the lineup now, more bat to ball guys. Ground ball here as Pete Alonso grabs that, and Bradish covers first to end the inning. Angels had a chance, left 2 on though in the first.
Back to Angels Stadium. Hugs with Zach Neto, of course, in between innings. A thank you Taylor Ward video. The fans getting opportunity to show their appreciation to Taylor Ward in his first return back here. And the team where he basically grew up, and it was great to have a chance to catch up with him ahead of tonight's game. We spoke with Taylor outside of the visiting team clubhouse. I asked him, is it weird being in the visitors clubhouse? It was a place that he'd actually never even been, so he definitely thought it was a little bit strange being on that side, especially being on the first base dugout out here tonight. Anticipated a flood of memories. He got to share a couple of them up on the big board in between innings there. But when he looks back on his time with the Halos, he told me it was just too many to recount one memory, but mostly it was the memories with the guys, the good times with the guys, sharing a locker next to Mike Trout for multiple years. And he said the trade was initially a shock to him, but the guys over there have been great as they are over here. So looking forward to being in a familiar left field for the next 3 nights, guys.
Yeah, it was really cool what he had said about Mike Trout and a bunch of his teammates there earlier today. I mean, he was so loved by all his teammates, the fans, the organization, and by us too. We all had this great relationships with him. He was a phenomenal player here.
In the meantime, the Angels lost a challenge. Now both teams are down to just 1 challenge early on. Ripped to third. Guzman knocks down the hot shot. Has plenty of time to sling it across to retire Tyler O'Neill. That ball was blasted.
Yeah, he's a pretty strong dude. That was only hit 109 off the bat at the hot corner. Just knock it down. See, the thing I'm impressed, Wayne, about him is just there's never any panic with him. He's had a couple baseballs like that coming in, under control. He's a shortstop with those great hands playing third base.
That ball was 109 miles an hour off the bat. Hammered by O'Neill, but he is the first out. Here's Blaze Alexander. He's bounced around a little bit. But he has held down a job with the Orioles. He's a pretty young player, just 27 years old. He was with the Diamondbacks early on in his career. You know, he's actually related to Dan Plesac. It's his uncle.
Oh. Well, so he's got to have some energy then, doesn't he?
He's got plenty.
Yes. That's what they say about him, but you can't help it when you're related to Dan Plesac.
It was written about him in the Baltimore Banner the other day about Alexander and his infectious joy of being at the ball field. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And why wouldn't you want to be around when you're hitting 440 or whatever over the last month?
Yeah, that'll put a smile on your face, except for when you hit a ball off your foot.
It's just a temporary letdown for Blaze Alexander. He's hit 446 since May 25th. That's a 22-game stretch. He has 17 RBIs. Only Pete Crow Armstrong has a higher OPS in that time than Alexander. That's close to a month's worth of games now. One ball and 2 strikes to count. Alexander holding down third base for now. Swings through the changeup, strike 3.
What great arm action on that one there too by Aldeguerri. He's done a nice job of mixing and matching with that changeup too. With a 4-seam fastball throw, he's throwing his curveball in there to cutter.
It's like he's still got the Italian flag headband, but only the red and green parts are showing. Aldeguerri was very careful.
Yes.
He probably had some Italian nona in the area. Sew it up for him just right to make sure that no white was showing for the umpires to balk at him. I only see red and green. I don't see any white. Here's Cowser rolling one over to first. Backhand by Shonwell. Aldeguerri's got to hurry. And he's there to beat Cowser to end the inning. These are the only Angels to have home runs in 3 straight games, age 22 or younger. Denzer Guzman, who did it over the weekend in West Sacramento, Mike Trout, and Jim Spencer back in 1969.
Spencer for hire there.
Now Guzman leads off the bottom of the 2nd against Kyle Bradish. First pitch is ball 1. Now there are only 3 players in the history of the American League that have had a 4-game homer streak at a younger age than Guzman right now. They are Kent Herbeck in 1982 for the Twins, Gleyber Torres for the Yankees in 2018, and Vlad Jr. in 2021 for Toronto. That's it.
Yeah.
So if Guzman hits one tonight, he'll join that list of the 4 youngest players to have 4 homer game streaks in American League history. Topper foul against Bradish. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Still such a great swing, that home run he hit the dead center yesterday. Yes, the baseball carries well, but that's still a good swing regardless.
Bradish with that breaking ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. How does Bradish survive 2-3 trips through the lineup when he doesn't really have a changeup anymore?
And basically he's using his curveball as his off-speed pitch. I mean, it's got pretty good tilt to it and really good spin on it.
It's 2 balls, 2 strikes on Guzman, who takes one upstairs.
Wow.
Has 3 and 2.
See, when you've already lost your challenge, that costs you that one. That was all over the strike zone.
And John Lipka, the home plate umpire. I'm surprised more managers don't say what Mark Kotsay said the other day. Maybe not as colorfully, but just say it in general. 3 and 2 on Guzman. And there's ball 4, so Bradish loses him a leadoff
Cost
walk.
him a walk on that one because he had him punched out. Well, Guzman will take it. He's got good speed.
Take a look at our key player profile with Donovan Walton coming up. He's got his own streak. 6 straight games that he has played with both an extra base hit and an RBI. Only 4 Angels have ever had a longer streak than that. Tony Two-Bags making an appearance on that. No balls and a strike on Walton. Leadoff walk for Guzman. Well, Walton maybe a surprise on that list. Journeyman player, but getting an opportunity here with the Angels to play more often, and he's made the most of it. So tapper right to the second base bag. That will lead Henderson to a double play.
It's the perfect spot to get the double play on that one. That's his 9th double play turn behind him this year.
And 2 out, nobody on for Logan O'Hoppe, who's been rolling lately. 15 hits in his last 11 games.
Bradish is all of a sudden this season, his ground ball rate has jumped up dramatically. He's over 50%. You go back to the last time he was a full-time starter, he was at 33%, 48 in his career, so he's getting a lot more ground balls. You would think a lot of them on that sinker he'll throw.
It's right in there, and it's 0-2 from Bradish.
Took 2 fastballs right down the heart of the plate there.
Hoppe has 4 home runs on the year, though he's hit a couple of them in this 11-game stretch where he's heated up.
Yeah, he's been a lot more consistent hitting that ball, especially hard to right center.
One ball and 2 strikes. See the last 10 games.
Yeah, that's pretty hot. Slugging at 767. That's a big airplane.
That's right there, strike 3. So Bradish, with his 3rd strikeout, works a scoreless second. These are the 2026 Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, as the Angels California League affiliate is now in Rancho Cucamonga, and they've played well so far this year.
Every one of the minor league teams for the Halos this season over 500. Impressive.
Third inning here is Jeremiah Jackson, who was once a California leaguer in the Angels farm system. It's a ground ball foul past third. It's Jackson in there today instead of Jackson Holiday. The lefty Aldigueri on the mound. Rolls it over into the hole. It's short. Neto with the backhand pick. And a strong throw to Shonowell for the first out. 7 in a row now, set down by Aldigueri since the home run that Taylor Ward delivered to start the game. This was the first time we've seen Aldigueri not issue a walk in the first inning of a game. And not only no walks, but he has not even allowed a base runner since that Ward leadoff homer.
And now again, he's, remember last time out, he had a tough time with his feel early with his changeup. Early on, good feel for his changeup.
One out, and Sam Huff is at the plate taking ball 1. One of those Rancho Cucamonga Quakes is Trey Gregory Alford, who has lit up prospect lists since he was drafted. Thrown the ball well for Rancho this year.
Yeah, he can bring it.
Angels have a good amount of pitching brewing in their farm system. Of course, Tyler Bremner was their number 2 overall pick last year.
There's a lot of really good arms.
Johnny Slowinski, an arm we've started to hear more about. Of course, Dana and Clausen are at AAA. We've heard about arms up and down the farm system right now. Yeah, needs some bats as well, as Soriano mans Pikachu tonight. There's Ryan Johnson, will start tomorrow. Let's see where Juan Flores, the highly touted catcher, has moved up to AA.
Tell you what, he's a fantastic catcher. I remember seeing him in an early game with Soriano was trying to make the starting rotation a couple years ago, and he threw a guy out by about 20 feet from the bag, and I was like, wait a minute, he just threw him out without even the guy getting a chance to slide. He's that good a receiver behind the plate, just looking for that bat to start the play.
This is Huff fouling one off. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Huff was,
every time I hear that name, I'm thinking of the football player Sam Huff.
well, this is the baseball version of Sam Huff.
Won't mention the teams he played on, though.
Please don't, if it'll offend me.
Well, not as much you as me.
Ball 3. Huff hit a couple of major league homers last year when he played for the Giants. One of them was here at Angel Stadium last April.
Oh,
That's strike 3 called.
That is paint. Some cheese. There's a guy right next to us would always say that's still the best pitch in baseball. Jim Palmer. Fastball at the knees and away. What a perfect spot.
Sam Huff largely played his NFL career pre-Super Bowl. It's like before the beginning of time, I feel like. Prior to Super Bowl I.
Hey, it's just a
Pitcher's
few
called the
years
strike.
ago.
The batter's challenging.
Taylor Ward is challenging this.
Wow,
Orioles.
this could be interesting here. This is going to be close.
Let's see. That's a strike. The Orioles are out of challenges.
Baltimore has no challenges remaining.
Touch the inside corner. So the Angels only have 1 challenge. The Orioles don't have any. Count no balls and a strike on Taylor Ward, who had a leadoff home run to begin this game, and now he whacks one to left field. But it's right at Meckler, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Aldigueri has retired 9 straight.
Here's tonight's Hyundai key for the game today. Some Van Halen dance the night away. Siri at the plate. You know, if he gets a hold of one, he'll be dancing around the base. They get a lot of runs, a lot of traffic for the Halos tonight to score some runs like they had the last couple of games on that road trip to win the last 2 up there in Sacramento.
Last 28 games, as we talked about, the leaders in all of baseball in runs scored. That's not really a small sample size anymore. That's a month's worth of games.
So they were doing a lot of dancing.
Dancing the night away.
Yes. I knew you would like some Van Halen, Wayne.
I love it. The Orioles have taken Alexander out of the game. Leody Taveras at third. Wow. I'm not sure what happened to Alexander, who started this game and struck out in his only at bat.
Had their fair share of injuries even when you go back to spring training.
They don't have a backup infield. I mean, this is the first time Taveras has ever played the infield in his major league career. One ball, 1 strike on Jose Siri. Now here's a shot for Taveras. It's a backhand pick, and the throw across the diamond, dug out by Alonso.
Alonso picked them up.
So the ball finds you, and Leody Taveras, playing the infield for the first time in his major league career, makes the play.
Is it an automatic? It's going to be hit his way.
He mostly looked fine. Yeah. That looked professional.
Pete's over there. I got you covered, man. Don't worry about it.
This is the first time in his professional baseball career that he has played the infield.
And he's playing the hot corner.
All one
for a guy that gets a lot of ground balls.
He was originally signed in 2016 by the Texas Rangers. Actually, 2015 is when the Rangers signed him. He debuted in pro ball in 2016, and he's never played the infield. Here's another one. And it gets by him, but foul.
It's finding him everywhere. He goes, wait a minute, this is the hot corner. Where can I go where I'm not getting, everyone's looking over at him too.
I mean, where's Holiday? Why didn't they just put Holiday at second and move Jackson to third?
I think that might make sense at some point during the game. I'm guessing.
There he is. He's the other infielder, and this is weird. 1 ball, 1 strike on Zach Neto, with Leody Taveras checking in at third base here. Neto looks at strike 2. I mean, as far as, I mean, the Angels have to know this too.
Yeah.
When do you start bunting on this guy?
You got to take a chance of that.
I mean, Taveras has never played the infield in his professional life. He was signed at 16 years old. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
But it is interesting because Bradish, like I mentioned, it's getting a lot of ground balls. It's way up the percentage this year. He's looking, I don't know.
It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Neto leading off, batting with 1 out here in the 3rd after Siri grounded him. And he chased there for strike 3 on a ball that was nowhere near. So that's 2 more strikeouts for Zach tonight. And there's been his fair share of homers and doubles, but that's 114 strikeouts now in the season.
And he's been doing, it seems to be a little better job of making sure pitches are in the strike zone, but unable to hold off on that one. He took a fastball. I think that's what happens a lot as a hitter. You take that fastball in your spot, you almost immediately go after the next pitch.
He has 10 more strikeouts than anybody else in the American League. He's tied for the Major League lead with Schwarber. Ball 1 to Shotwell. 2 up, 2 down here in the 3rd, including Leody Taveras playing infield for the first time in his life, making the first play of the inning. 2-0 now on Shotwell with a base hit in the 1st.
I would not be surprised at some point that Meckler would try up on down the 3rd base line. That would be my guy. I think he's going to try that.
Somebody has to bunt at Taveras.
Yeah, see if he can make that play coming in.
Right, you can't.
I mean, that footwork is so different than anything you do in the outfield.
You have to challenge him almost immediately here. Even Shotwell can lay down a bunt every now and then.
It's also one of those counts. This is when he loves to turn on a pitch.
That ball is ripped toward right. After it is Tyler O'Neill, and he dives and makes the catch. Good play by Tyler O'Neill, who's always been a good outfielder. And he robbed Shotwell of extra bases.
Well, he's looking to go 2 for 2. He's still staring at him out there. The ball was smoked over 102 miles per hour off the bat. O'Neill made that play look easy, diving. Strong out there.
First pitch strike to Gunnar Henderson leading off here in the 4th inning. Well, the Orioles have just announced that Blaze Alexander injured his right knee. He was seen hobbling in the dugout, picked up by the Masson cameras as Henderson takes ball 1. So that's why Henderson's not, or rather that's why Alexander's not playing 3rd base anymore. We think he did it right here when he fouled this
that ball
off.
right off his knee.
Gunnar Henderson is leading off here in the 4th inning as he takes ball 2 from Aldegari. So there's one piece of the puzzle. Now the other is that Jackson Holliday has been battling some groin problems, and when he went out in pregame today and did his work, he was deemed not ready to go today. So even in an emergency situation, they don't have Holliday. Now Alexander leaves the game. Kobe Mayo is the DH. So if they wanted to put him in the infield, they'd have to lose the DH for the rest of the game. So here's a glove. Leody Taveras, go get him.
And that might happen for Mayo later in the game, but certainly this early, they're not going to take that shot.
3 balls, 2 strikes on Henderson, who struck out his first time. So real oddity to see a player totally out of position this early in a game. Full count. As Henderson slaps one foul, and it's still 3-2.
Well, I go back to that play by O'Neill in right field. I mean, a few years ago in left field, he had 14 defensive runs saved out in left field. That was a great play in right field. That looked like I was going to be at least a double, maybe even a triple for Shotwell.
Full count. And that's in the dirt, ball 4. Tyler O'Neill, a 2-time Gold Glove winner in left field, making this play in right.
I mean, look how far he's got to go, too. Full dive and perfect catch. You always look at an outfielder, how still their head is and eyes when they get to that baseball. A lot of movement, very difficult to make a play like that, but his head was still when he made a great play on it.
There's Alonso grounded out to the pitcher his first time. Changeup in there for a strike. I feel like Aldegari's changeup would be a good pitch with a lot of righties in this lineup for Baltimore.
Yeah, you still have to establish the fastball. Otherwise, they're going to look away and look soft against him. So he's shown enough fastballs. A changeup could get a rollover ground ball.
The ball's in a strike. Alonso with 18 homers on the year. But if you go back to his rookie year with the Mets in 2019, the third most home runs in all of baseball. Of course, he set the rookie home run record that year, and then eventually set the Mets franchise record for the most home runs, passing Darryl Strawberry. And the Mets said, thanks for your services. Have fun in Baltimore. I still don't get that one.
It hasn't worked out well for the Mets the way they played this year either.
No. The first base has been a giant hole for them. Here's Alonso off his hands, just muscling one in the left. And it's back-to-back base runners to start the fourth inning for the Orioles. Christmas is coming early to Angel Stadium. First 25,000 fans Friday, June 26th will take home a plaid Santa hat, courtesy of Discount Tire and Service Centers. Angels.com/promotions for more info on Christmas in June.
Yes. Can't wait. Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho.
Yes.
Here they are. Ho, ho, ho.
Yes. Fantastic.
Oh, I thought that was my best ho, ho,
Yeah, that
ho
was
yet.
your all-time great.
Oh, the hat looks great.
Yeah,
on
it looks
you.
great on me. Yeah, no question.
Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho.
Kobe Mayo, ho, ho, is at the plate. And that's a first pitch curveball in there for a strike. Oh, here they are. I was giving it to
What a
Ralph,
great
but
look.
no, I'm not. I took it back.
Yes, just put it on properly. Come on, Wayne. You can do it. There you go. Come on, Wayne. You can do it, Wayne.
I can't. Hold on. Just give me 1 second here. Now they're not going to put us on anymore. I'm wearing it for nothing.
There you go. Now you
Now
look.
put
Look how
us
much
on.
better you look.
Now look at it. 0-2 on Mayo. Look at that.
Yes,
now
look at
I
that.
got
Now
it.
fantastic. Oh, so many things go through my head.
I know Max liked that one for sure. Mayo grounded out his first time.
So 92-94 with his fastball today, Aldegari. You would think now with that fastball in, he's going to try that changeup.
That ball is crushed left field toward the corner, and it gets into the front row. A home run for Kobe Mayo. Has not hit much as a major leaguer, but he has all sorts of power. And that's his 10th home run to make it a 4-0 Baltimore
Didn't
lead.
quite get that changeup away enough, and he lined it out 113 miles per hour. Just a 21-degree launch angle, so that was a rocket low shot that got out over the short wall. Well, he had him set up. He threw the fastball in. He just didn't get that changeup far enough away on him. That's now 96 home runs on the season for the O's, with 2 tonight. One of those coming in the game had 95. I mentioned the similarities as far as numbers offensively between the two clubs.
The records lately, we talked about the Angels stretch dating back to May 22nd. They're 15-13. So are the Orioles. Both of these teams have played similarly all season. Orioles have just done a better job holding on to leads generally at the ends of games, although they blew one Friday against the Dodgers as well. Neto goes way out to handle this pop-up off the bat of O'Neill for the first out of this inning. Now, the Angels have 7 losses this year when leading after 8 innings. The Orioles have 1. So if you take that into consideration, and if you zero both of those out, they'd have the same record.
Yep.
Just that 1 inning completely changes the course for these two teams. Baltimore with 1 loss when leading after 8, so they have 37 wins. If the Angels had 37 wins, if they had 1 loss when leading after 8 instead of 7, they'd actually have 38 wins. And in that case, they'd have the same number as the A's do. They'd be right there ahead of the Rangers, and they'd only be 2 wins behind Seattle. It'd be a completely different conversation if the Angels just held some leads after 8 innings. There's a strike to Tavares, who's now playing third base for the first time in his life.
And now with no more challenges, you can look back at the home plate umpire, but whatever he calls, standing.
Yeah. And that was the point. We tried to get to it earlier, but that was the point Mark Kotsay tried to make over the weekend. Just because the challenges are able to be used, it's not realistic to just be challenging calls all day and night. The umpires still have to get the calls right. 1-2 on Tavares. And now 2-2. Maybe James Hoy will help us out as the home plate umpire on Wednesday in the finale of this series. The CEO of Kramerica Industries.
Yes. We need him back.
James Hoy. Three and 2 on Leody Taveras, former Texas Ranger who also played for Seattle. Very talented defensive outfielder playing third base now tonight. He hits one to third base to his new counterpart Denzer Guzman. That long cross diamond throw for the out.
It's already 3 plays at third base today for him. Lefty on the mound, you're going to get a lot of action as a third baseman.
You know, he doesn't mind the action.
No.
A longtime shortstop in the minor leagues, and he's been very comfortable at third base. 2 outs, and now Colton Cowser is the batter against Al DeGeary.
You keep thinking maybe there's boos, but there's moos for him.
Got a moo at a cow,
yes.
sir. Cowser grounded out his first time. He's been swinging the bat well lately. Two balls, 2 strikes. The count. Cowser grounded out to first his first time. And that's ball 3.
Back at the start of this inning, a leadoff walk to Gunnar Henderson. Just a flare by Pete Alonso. Mayo got a changeup, but got more of the plate than Al DeGeary wanted. Tough inning for him.
That's right back at him, and that should end the inning. But Kobe Mayo drilled the 3-run homer, and it's 4-0 now Baltimore. Mike Trout could be headed back to the All-Star game. Make your favorite Halos All-Stars, especially Trout. Scan the QR code to cast your 2026 Konami eBaseball MLB All-Star Ballot daily, or visit MLBVote.com. Trout is the second leading vote getter among American League outfielders. Hopefully he's healthy enough to be able to go to the All-Star game and participate should he be elected. The voting ends on Thursday. You can vote here at the ballpark even.
Yeah, we had some people out there doing some voting when we were out there last homestand.
I think that was because of us.
Yes, no question.
No balls and a strike on Adele, leading off here in the bottom of the 4th as he chops one to Alonso at first. And that's an easy out, 1 away. So where Ernie Clement has the most received votes of any American League player.
That's amazing.
Canadians are stuffing the
Yes.
ballot boxes up there. Jorge Soler taking ball 1. Vote against Thursday for the first round. They'll have that second round. Then after that, Trout should definitely be part of that. So you'll have to vote again for Trout to make sure he goes to the All-Star game. First vote is not adequate enough. 2-0 on Soler.
Well, like yesterday, the Halos were down that game up West Sacramento 4-0 in the first inning. a 3-run home run right back in it. So it needs a blast here maybe from Soler to get the boys going again today.
Ground ball softly hit to Gunnar Henderson. 2 away, and we will take a ride with Hyundai.
A car that sees what you can't, how it should be. The Hyundai Tucson.
Ernie Clement has over 2 million votes. Wow, what's going on there? Trout is at 1.7 million, just behind Judge for the second most among outfielders in the American League. Now, there's almost no way Trout will not be in that second round of voting. He's 1 million votes ahead of the 7th place vote getter, Dalton Varsho. So unless Canadians really go crazy in the next few days to put Varsho ahead of Trout, that likely will not happen.
All of a sudden they're playing better, getting closer to 500. Watch out for them.
They're there now, getting those votes in as Toronto has the day off today. A lot of games are over around the major leagues. Still a few in progress.
Well, his fastball has been pretty firm. He's been trusting and challenging hitters. It's about 51% fastball usage between his sinker and his 4-seamer. It's been good so far.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Bradish punched out 12 in his last start. Just 4 strikeouts here in the early going today. But he's not giving up much. 2 hits for the Angels. Heckler trying to make it a third, and he falls that one in. Two-out single keeps the inning going.
You always think of Spencer Guzman being aggressive on a first pitch fastball, but when you look at the percentage of first pitches thrown for Bradish against right-handed batters, he throws a lot of sliders, over 40%.
There's one to Guzman, a strike.
Does hang those sliders on occasion. He's given up 6 home runs on a slider.
Guzman trying to homer for a 4th straight game. Bouncing ball here to the second baseman. Jeremiah Jackson handles that, and that ends the inning. B presented by Pechanga Resort Casino and by Villa Ford of Orange. Step up to the plate, drive home a winner today at Villa Ford of Orange. Angels are behind here 4-0 as we enter the 5th inning. Jeremiah Jackson will lead things off for the Orioles. First pitch in there for a strike from Aldeguerri. Jackson drafted in 2018 by the Angels out of St. Luke's Episcopal in Mobile, Alabama. He was the first high school shortstop in Alabama to get drafted that early since Bo Jackson, when the Yankees drafted him in 1982 out of high school before he went to Auburn.
The Bo Jackson.
The one and only. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Jeremiah Jackson.
A little fun thing on the pregame show today, guys that play for the Angels and the Orioles. Bo Jackson played for the Halos himself.
Line drive base hit here for Jeremiah Jackson. course, there was another Jackson who played for both the Angels and the Orioles, although some of his Orioles tenure gets forgotten, gets lost in the mix there with Reggie.
Yes.
Bobby Grich and Doug DeCinces are two standouts from their time with the Orioles that also had great careers as Angels.
Fred Lynn.
Here's Sam Huff with Jackson aboard at first. The Angels' first ever playoff series came against the Orioles in the 1979 American League Championship Series.
Before the O's went into the World Series, they played We Are Family, the Pirates, in that series. Pirates had a pretty good team.
That game 1 of the 1979 ALCS was quite a pitching matchup between the Angels and the Orioles. It was Nolan Ryan against Jim Palmer.
Cakes.
Angels had an early lead in that game, but lost it on a walk-off 3-run homer. And there is Jim Palmer went toe-to-toe with Nolan Ryan in that opener of the first Angels playoff game ever in 1979.
And I can guarantee you he remembers every single pitch he threw in that game.
Without a doubt.
I mean, he remembers every at-bat against every player, regardless if you were the 25th man or the future Hall of Famer he faced.
Broken bat, really a shattered bat, grounded to third. Guzman slings it to second. It looked like it was too late. And they called the runner out at second initially. I'm sure the Orioles will look at this, though. And they will. So Baltimore believes the runner is safe. He looks safe.
I mean, this bat was just completely shattered.
Jackson runs well. Guzman tried to hurry it there.
Baltimore is challenging the out call at second.
See if we can get a slower down look here at that play. Hard to tell from this angle.
The only thing that could help is if that foot is up in the air at that slide at that point. I thought he got his foot in there too.
He certainly got on top of the bag pretty quickly.
This might be a better view right here. That's not. Ooh,
very close.
Very close.
Call on the field is out, so that could be important from the Angels' standpoint.
Oh, that is super, super close. Wow. That's incredibly close.
Well, call on the field is out, so they
Yeah.
need some evidence that can overturn that. I'm not sure there is. Let's see what the umpires in New York have to say about it. Jackson would be the first out of the inning if the call stands. Long review here. I mean, at some point you have to just decide.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is safe.
Well, there's the decision.
Baltimore will retain their challenge.
We saw something there to indicate that Jackson beat the throw. He's safe at second base. Huff was safe at first, and the Orioles now with runners on first and second, already leading 4-0.
Trying to keep this game close now, especially at the top of the order. Aldegari with Taylor Ward, who homered off in the first at bat.
Ball, 1 strike. Ward with 30 homers and 30 doubles last year. He was the first player in the major leagues to get there last season. He tossed in 100 RBIs on top of it. He had an extremely productive year. 1 ball, 1 strike. He had a home run to start this game. That just missed. It's 2-1. One thing about Ward, ever since he got hit in the face in Toronto a few years ago, he's played pretty much every game. He hasn't really missed many games since then.
Even remember last year or a couple of years ago when it was in Houston, we ran right into the wall out there and he wanted to play the next day. He had stitches.
This one is popped straight out. Ward has played in all but one of the Orioles games so far this year as he is out on the infield fly rule to Shonowell. Ward 1 for 3 now today, and the batter will be Henderson, who walked and scored his last time. Started that 4th inning with a free pass, then Alonso had a flare into left with Kobe Mayo ripping a ball into the front row in the left field seats for a 3-run homer. That's the big blow in this game. At this point, the Angels have been shut out on 3 hits by Kyle Bradish. Henderson tried to hold up, and he did. Henderson batting just .222 this year.
Tough long 4th inning. Actually, that leadoff walk to Henderson started it.
First 2 on here in the 5th. Henderson had a good cut at that pitch, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Incredible year Henderson put together 2 years ago when he was 4th in MVP voting. He broke Cal Ripken's record for the most homers by an Orioles shortstop.
Now he's part owner of the Orioles. Cal. So if you're going to break my record, I'll just buy the team.
Well, they say he's been really hands-on ever since taking some of that ownership role, that he's been involved more in meetings and individually working with players. You can't beat having a Hall of Famer like that around to try to help your ball club.
He learned so much for his dad too when he used to run the organization, be his manager there, 3rd base coach. The Orioles way was the way they played.
Henderson rolls one to the left side. Neto tries to track it. He does get there, and that will at least save a run for now as he keeps it on the infield. It's a base hit for Henderson, and the bases are loaded with Alonso coming up.
Boy, he got in there on him too with a 4-seamer. Not a whole lot you could do on that one.
And this is a precarious position now as Mike Maddox goes to the mound. And the very powerful first baseman of the Orioles at the plate. It's already a 4-0 game. And the Angels will try to get out of Dodge here after we check in with Jack in the Box.
Get fired up with my new Hot Ones Munchie Meal with a Sriracha Curly Fry Burger or Buffalo Chicken Tater Melt.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
A lot of power at the plate right now. It's rolled in at 08. Double plays.
I'm just going to say, if you can get him to hit a ground ball, and you do have a good chance at 2. He does not run well. Bases loaded with 1 out. Shonowell is in close at first. The rest of the infield stays back, hoping for that double play. And it's ball 1 from Aldigueri. Alonso last year hit 38 home runs, drove in 126, led the National League in doubles on top of it. He is a slugger through and through. An old-fashioned slugger.
Yeah, because he hits the ball extremely well to right center too.
2 balls and no strikes.
Now you got a tough spot here for Aldigueri.
Alonso's had 4 100 RBI seasons. He's had 630 homer years. And that's in there for a strike, and it's 2-1. Had to change his number though when he got to Baltimore. He was 20 with the Mets. But Frank Robinson owns that one. 2 balls, 1 strike. And now Aguirre again missing inside.
Like Frank Robinson doesn't talked enough about how great of a player he was. An MVP in both leagues.
Yeah, I agree.
Wow, he was an incredible player.
It's in there 3-2. Look at some of those old videos and watch Frank Robinson. He's about as fierce as anyone who played the game. You could see how he dominated just getting off the bus back in those days. 3-2 on Alonso. Huge pitch in this game for Aguirre. A bouncer foul. To try it again.
Yep. Got in there just enough. He's out in front on it. I think he was looking and sitting on a changeup there. Got him to go after a pitch out of the strike zone, and it was a changeup. So you could tell he's sitting off speed.
Toward left center. Siri moves over to make the catch. Tagging from third base, Jackson will score. That's an RBI for Alonso on the sac fly, and the Orioles now up by 5. Our scenarios go, could have been a lot worse, but already a hole for the Angels and now a larger one as it becomes 5-0, and that will end the day for Aguirre. Angels baseball on AB TV, brought to you by Hyundai. There's never been a better time to test drive that Hyundai you've always wanted. Visit your SoCal Hyundai dealer today. By Jack in the Box, get fired up with the Hot Ones Munchie Meal. And by Nissan, hurry in and bring home a winning deal at the Nissan Summer Sales Event. Well, Boomer Sooner, the Oklahoma Sooners have won the College World Series.
Wow.
They crushed North Carolina tonight 13-2 in the championship game. Third College World Series championship in Oklahoma baseball history.
Australian soccer fans here today.
Well, Team USA bounced them the other day.
Wow.
Kicked them right in the pants.
Messi, by the way, I watched it today. He is, wow, he's unreal.
Who is? Messi? Oh, yeah.
Yes.
He's got the all-time record.
18 goals in the World Cup. Yeah. 18.
I heard he's pretty good.
Yeah, 6 straight games. I mean, I was just watching. It was like watching Wayne Gretzky when he used to get a hold of the hockey puck. Everyone just stopped and watched him. Same thing when he got a hold of the soccer ball. It was unreal watching him today.
Team USA won its group already, so they will advance into the round of 32. We'll be in Seattle for one of those World Cup games next week.
Yeah.
Who's playing? Do we know? I don't think we know yet, do we?
We got to find a way to go. I'm going.
2 balls. That would be great.
I am definitely going to find a way to go.
Oh, help us out. I'm in.
Well, we might have to pay a couple of dollars, but we have to go.
You got it. Jose Fermin to Kobe Mayo, and that's a strike. 2-2.
Perfect spot on that slider. That's good. That's the kind of slider that he has to be more consistent with Fermin. That's sometimes that slider will back up into the inner half. This is a perfect spot for him. Stayed on top, snapped it. You see that bite? See that little dot on those seams spinning?
Fermin's mostly been better lately. That slider's been better as well. Got roughed up by the Rockies in that one game here on June 1st. Looked pretty good, but missed ball 3. And one other game in progress now. Braves and Padres are scoreless in the 4th inning at Petco Park.
Been some walk-offs tonight.
Yeah, there have been a few of those. That ball hammered foul. The White Sox got 2 in the bottom of the 9th. They had a check swing double that helped them along to come back and beat Cleveland 6-5. Sam Antonacci had the walk-off hit. Colorado scored 3 in the bottom of the ninth. Jake McCarthy had a game-winning triple to beat the Red Sox at Coors Field.
They had the bases loaded there, and he triples to walk it off.
Just swing and a miss by Mayo. Strike 3 to end this inning. Angels have some catching up to do if they want to walk it off tonight. They're down 5-0. Celebrate America's 250th birthday with a patriotic hat. The first 25,000 fans Friday, July 3rd against the Red Sox will get a patriotic hat courtesy of Pechanga Resort Casino. Angels.com/promotions for more info. Halos have not had an extra base hit yet tonight against Kyle Bradish after whacking the ball around against the A's the last 3 days. No runs, 3 hits tonight.
Big difference for me watching him is his fastball. I know he can get a lot of strikeouts with his curve and slider, but his fastball has been pretty good.
There's a strike to Walton. Only 1 ball's been hit to Leody Taveras over at third base so far. Angels have not tried to bunt at him yet, playing an infield position for the first time in his pro career, over 10-year-old pro career. And he's manning third base for now, as he has for the last few innings now, in place of Blaze Alexander. But Jackson Holliday apparently not able to go tonight either.
Boy, back-to-back nasty curveballs to start this at bat.
We have to go back to 1983 to find a career outfielder with over 500 games played getting an infield assist for the first time. As Walton dumps one towards shallow left, and it's Taylor Ward there for the first out. George Hendrick, but he was playing first base. It's different, I think, coming into play first than playing second, third, or short. 1 out, and Logan O'Hoppe will be the batter.
Didn't Don Mattingly play an infield position left-handed one time?
He played second base, yes. Left-handed once.
Yes. And also third base too, I think he did.
Hoppe swats one toward right. It's shallow for O'Neill. There was a game involving Travis d'Arnaud when he was with the Mets a number of years ago, in which the Mets needed an infielder, and so d'Arnaud would play second base or third base depending on who was batting. If there was a lefty up, he'd play third. Terry Collins would move him to second base if a righty was up. And he only had 1 ball hit to him the whole game. When he played second base, it was a pop-up. He didn't have a ground ball hit to him the entire night. He played the whole game doing that.
This you need base running. This would be a time you would bunt down the third base line.
1 to Jose Siri.
I mean, as much as you like to see Siri hit one out of the ballpark, but you just want to have some traffic here at the top of the order coming out.
And d'Arnaud changed positions 22 times that night. Wow. Which is not even legal anymore, from what I'm told. Strike 1 to Siri. When they changed the shifting rules, they made you had to stay at your position the whole half inning. You can't bounce around like that. Two balls and a strike on Siri, who hit the only ball to Taveras so far tonight when he grounded out to him in the third. Taveras mostly handled it fine. Bit of a low throw, but Pete Alonso scooped it out.
Bradish has really pitched exceptionally well here so far tonight.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Brady Anderson, who knows the Orioles organization better than anybody.
Only one able to make the play, so people give him a little grief on that one.
Three-time All-Star as a member of the Orioles. Had a 50 homer season in the mid-90s. Two balls, two strikes on Siri.
What if he sliders curveballs in this at bat working? Try to ride that fastball in.
That's right there, strike three. Siri didn't like it, but he's throwing a fit. Well, here's that night where Travis d'Arnaud played both third base and second base. This was the only ball hit to him. I think it was the last play of the game, too.
Well, he's used to pop-ups behind the plate.
That was it. That was the only ball hit to him the whole game. And he moved around 20, I believe it was 22 times. He scampered back from second to third.
Counted steps that day?
Leody Taveras is playing third base tonight. I mean, that's pretty lucky. And we're talking about the ball finding you, and Taveras had to field a play on the first opportunity tonight. The first at bat that he was out there, but d'Arnaud didn't have to do anything that day. Swing and a miss by Tyler O'Neill. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two-time Gold Glove winner. O'Neill has not been able to find the offense the way that he once did. Two balls and 2 strikes to count. He's played in 46 games this year, and he only has 7 extra base hits. It's hard to believe.
Yes, with that power that he has. Made it a great play on Shonewell on in right field.
A couple Gold Gloves during his time in St. Louis. Hits this ball sharply toward left field and has a base hit. And the leadoff man on once again for the Orioles in this game. That's the 4th out of 6 innings in which they've had their leadoff man reach base. Brings up Taveras, who grounded to third base his first time, playing third base tonight. Well, I wonder how much of that has been discussed within the Angels dugout, that you got a guy playing third base who has never played it before. We have not seen a bunt attempt his way yet. I mean, especially in a situation where you need base runners, why wouldn't you try to bunt your way on with a guy who's never played third base?
You need traffic. Yeah, you're down by 5. You just need base runners. Might get close to that point of the game where they might put Mayo over there, take out that DH spot. If it got close in this game, for sure.
Yeah, you don't need the DH at a certain point because you can just pinch hit. Although, again, the Orioles bench is also compromised without Holiday. They have Basayo, and they have one other player. I think they made a roster move before the game, too. What I saw where Michael Ciani was let go.
Yes.
Your guy.
Yes, he is.
And the Orioles actually activated another catcher before the game today, Chadwick Trump. Ciani was DFA'd. That ball ripped to right by Taveras as he has an extra base hit toward the corner. O'Neill goes to third base. The Orioles runners on second and third looking to pour it on, already up 5-0.
Sinker middle down, and he crushed that one.
Yeah, if the Angels don't get into a situation where the score gets closer, they don't really need to change out the third baseman either.
No.
But if Holiday's not available, then the only 2 players otherwise on the Orioles bench are both catchers, Basayo and Trump. Here is Colton Cowser, who has grounded out a couple of times. The field is in for the Angels as they trail 5-0. Some of the Colton Cowser fan club from Baltimore here. Cowser is a first-round pick in 2021. Orioles certainly built up their farm system on early first-round picks. Between Rutschman, who was 1 overall, Holiday, who was 1 overall, Cowser was 5th overall.
It looked like they were going to be a team on the rise for a lot of years. A few years ago, then it's been a struggle since.
Yeah, it really has. Last year they finished under 500. They finished in last place, going through a couple of different managers. Brandon Hyde was let go about the middle of May last year, and then Tony Mansolino. The Orioles were actually a 500 club the rest of the last season when Mansolino took over. They did not bring him back. Swing and a miss by Cowser as Fermin gets the first out of the inning.
And that was a nasty slider. Top, down and in, back foot slider.
Now Jeremiah Jackson, who had a base hit and a run scored his last time, stands in. Bounce to third. Guzman has a play at the plate, and he kind of lobbed the throw, and O'Neill dives in under the tag. Now, Guzman didn't put much on that throw. I don't know if he had a bad grip or what.
And the angle going down the line too. O'Neill made that throw a little more difficult.
The Angels want to challenge this.
Los Angeles is challenging the safe call at the plate.
Could he ever get
O'Neill touch the plate? I don't know if O'Hoppe tagged him
either. That's the thing. If he tagged him right away, he might have gotten him out, because he did have that plate blocked. Looked like he had a tough time with the grip on that one, to be honest with you, Wayne.
Yeah, I thought that might have been the reason why.
So if he tags him right there, he's out. See if he got him.
He got him.
I think he got him. That's right on the shoulder before he got the hand in. Now they might say he didn't give a pat to him, but the throw kind of brought the foot there. Now they're going to look both things, I think. But he's out at home unless they call he blocked and interfere with the slide.
It's maybe what O'Neill is saying in the Orioles dugout, that he couldn't get around O'Hoppe, who had his foot in front of the plate.
After review, the call on the field's overturned. The runner is safe. Out. The runner's out. Overturned. Los Angeles retains their challenge.
We love him. He's our favorite. He's our favorite, though.
The CEO of Kramerica Industries, James Hoy.
Kramer did it again. Love him. The coffee was hot. It was too hot.
Runners on first and third now with 2 outs. James, he's not going to want to come here anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Runner going to second base, and Jackson advances without a throw. So now 2 in scoring position once again. The Orioles have runners on second and third. So the runner out at home, just to be clear. Tyler O'Neill was tagged out. A good job by O'Hoppe.
Yes. I wasn't quite sure he got that on him.
And now Huff is down on strikes. Now Fermin gets out of trouble here. The Orioles had second and third, nobody out, and they don't score. The Home Depot's working on a win. Zach Neto working on a career high in home runs. At 26 last year, setting the Angels record for a shortstop. He's on pace for way more than that this year.
Yeah, a lot of power, a lot of extra base hits. He's trying to keep pitches in the strike zone and make it more contact, but when he does, it's going a long, long way. He's got a lot of big moment home runs already this season again.
Walk-off against the A's when he broke up JT Ginn's bid for a shutout after he lost his no-hit bid on the previous at-bat. It was about a month ago here, and then the other day, yesterday, with the go-ahead home run against the A's to finish off that series in West Sacramento. He's struck out both times tonight. The Angels trying to fight back here against Kyle Bradish.
You never know with a play like that, be able to get through that inning, no runs allowed. You never know. Come back right now.
And the Orioles had second and third, nobody out, and they did not score in the last half inning. That ball's yanked to left, a base hit for Neto. So the Angels trying to kickstart their offense here in the sixth, have their leadoff man on as we get downstairs to Erica.
Eye black for Nolan Shonowell for the second game in a row. Why? Well, yesterday Neto told him, hey, wear the eye black like me, you'll get 2 hits. Sure enough, he did in the ballgame yesterday. So he decided to wear it again once again today. Hasn't done it, the eye black, in his big league career. A little bit in college, he said, first time with the beard, but he took his own liberties with how thick to apply the eye black. He would have had 2 hits if not for that great play by Tyler O'Neill.
I know. I was just going to say that. O'Neill made a great play. So might as well get his second hit now.
Nolan Shonowell on a line drive single to left field in the first. Some eye black Tyler O'Neill, but it's really the Neto style that Shonowell has adopted here these last couple of days.
Hey, the good thing, baseball players are not superstitious at all. Zero.
Lined up the middle as Henderson grabs it, trying to tag Neto, couldn't reach him, but he does still get the out at first.
James Hoy made sure he said safe there at second.
Yeah, well,
right on it.
Only said safe. He didn't give us the the old razzmatazz. Safe then out. One out. Neto's in scoring position. Angels have not had a man in scoring position since the first inning. High pop up from Joe Adell. As Henderson makes the catch, so 2 outs.
Boy, that was a 67-degree launch angle there.
Angels just aren't doing much with Bradish here, even though he's been around the plate in seemingly hittable spots. There have not been many hits against him.
When Henderson went over to Tavares, said, no, I got this pop-up. Even though he's pretty good on fly balls normally.
He could do that.
He covers some ground in the outfield normally. Tavares, pretty solid outfielder.
Angels have just not tested him at all. Did Taylor Ward play some infield to third base early in his career?
Yes. Remember, he was a catcher when he was drafted. First round.
There's Suter getting ready in the Angels bullpen. The Orioles electing to put Tavares at third, and he's only had 1 ball hit to him. And no bunts.
He's hoping that Soler doesn't get a hold of one of those shots down to third base here. He said, stay away, pitch him away. Well, the Ward made his presence known early with a home run to start the game for the O's.
3-run homer by Mayo was the big shot in this one. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Soler, who's 0 for 2 in his return to the lineup. Angels are home all week with the Orioles here for 3, and then the A's are in. See, Bradish, since that first inning, has been in control. He's only walked 1 hitter tonight. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We'll see Ryan Johnson tomorrow night against Shane Baz, the former Tampa Bay Ray. Jose Soriano gets the ball Wednesday afternoon for the day game against Trey Gibson.
Look at that tough start of the game, Ryan Johnson did a much better job as the game progressed. He started using his split a little bit more, go along with his cutter. Better velocity on his fastball, too. Hope that translates into a solid effort tomorrow night.
Made it through 5 innings after that bumpy first against the Diamondbacks in his last start. 3-2 on Soler. That's on the outside corner for strike 3. Allstate good hands replay. James Hoy brings it every time he comes to Angel Stadium, as his play at the plate was called safe initially, but we saw the tag there by
After
O'Hoppe.
review, the call in the field's overturned. The runner is safe. Out. The runner's out. Overturned.
James Hoy all over it.
He is entertainment every night. He still has that smile on his face. Does he still have the Kramer t-shirt underneath, though?
I'm sure it's a couple layers deep now. Doesn't want to show us the Kramer portrait that he showed us a couple of years ago here at Angel Stadium.
He's one of our all-time faves.
Oh, he's the best. We'll take James Hoy here anytime.
Yes.
Believe it was on a Taylor Ward home run when James Hoy revealed his Kramer portrait shirt back then. Here's Taylor Ward smacking a base hit to right field as an Oriole. His second hit tonight. Leadoff hit against Suter.
And if you look where that pitch is located, that's the exact spot where his swing path. And when you throw a pitch in his swing path, it's going to be hit hard. Going a fastball. You see that swing path he has. He stayed on it really well.
Haven't been many players in the modern era to have their first 700 or more games with one team and then hit a homer against that team the first time they ever faced him. But Taylor Ward did that tonight. George Springer did it against the Astros a few years back. Freddie Freeman did it against Atlanta. Cole Calhoun did it against the Angels here at the Big Ale, though during COVID. Howie Kendrick did it against the Angels in 2015.
Boy, Howie had some big moments for the Nationals when they won that World Series.
And the biggest moment in that Game 7 go-ahead home run. Helped get Kurt Suzuki and Adam Eaton those rings.
Yes.
From the 2019 Championship Nationals. 2 balls and a strike on Henderson.
Home run in the Dodger series, too. After Anthony Rendon had a big home run against Clayton Kershaw.
What a year Rendon had in 2019. Two balls, 2 strikes on Henderson. Yeah, it's ripped to the right field line, a base hit. Into the corner it goes as Ward rounds the bases. He's being waved home as the relay will not come in. Triple for Henderson makes it 6-0.
And he continues to swing the bat well against the Halos. 2 more hits in the game. He has a walk. Well, he stayed on that one pretty well. That was a changeup, too. Even though he was out front, the hip opened up, he kept his hands back and still hit it down hard down the line.
Look at Buck Britton, the third base coach for the Orioles. He was almost 75% of the way to the plate.
He almost scored.
Trying to get that angle to make sure Taylor Ward could come home. As the Angels are down by a half a dozen. Here is Alonso out in front of that changeup from Suter. So it's 0-2. Baltimore 6 runs, 9 hits. They have a handful of extra base hits, including a couple of homers, a double and a triple now tonight. Angels have not had an extra base hit against Kyle Bradish. Bradish making his first ever start here at Angel Stadium against the team that drafted him. And he has been an outstanding 6 scoreless innings. Throwing more strikes tonight, Bradish, than what he had been doing.
I think part of the reason why is he's a lot more confident using his fastballs.
2 balls, 2 strikes on Alonso as a base hit and a run scored, plus an RBI. Ball off the glove of O'Hoppe, but Henderson stays at third. Hyundai's 7th inning stretch is coming up. Suter's allowed a single to Ward and a triple to Henderson. Ready to run home as Alonso bats here. With a full count, 3-2, infield in. And there's strike 3.
Had him looking change piece. He got a fastball by him.
6th strikeout looking we've seen in this game tonight. 4 of them on the Angels side. That's the 2nd for Baltimore. Here's Mayo with a 3-run homer in the 4th. Mayo over the last couple of years has not been able to get consistent offense going, but he has tremendous power, as we saw. It's another rocket. Wow. Guzman picks it, and now Henderson is stuck in a pickle. Guzman going to run him down to the plate. Suter with the tag, throw to second, and it's going to be a double play.
Oh, what a play by Suter. He does it all. He's a tremendous defender. What a play that was on every end here. That was a rocket.
Now that play by Guzman to Pickett was unreal. The rundown, Suter, I don't know if it tagged him, but Henderson ran out of the baseline, and then Suter fires to second to cut down Mayo.
Hey, that's the old 5-1-4 double play. You see that all the time. No, actually, you got to make it a 2 there, too.
And he did tag him anyway, so that was incredibly done by the Angels to get an inning-ending double play. We'll take you through our Hyundai 7th inning stretch. A couple of walk-offs tonight. White Sox gave up the lead in the top of the 9th, but got Sam back in the bottom half. Sam Antonacci with 2 outs, a 2-run single to center. White Sox and Guardians in a virtual tie for first in the AL Central. Colorado walked off Aroldis Chapman tonight with a 3-run triple by Jake McCarthy, the first walk-off 3-run triple for a team down 2 runs in 20 years. Grady Sizemore had the last one. Jake McCarthy beats the Red Sox with that one tonight, 3-2 in Denver.
Wow, the White Sox, by the way, they're an exciting ball club. They're playing great.
Something for the White Sox to look forward to after 3 straight 100-loss seasons. The Angels have fallen behind here tonight, but we just saw an exciting defensive play.
I mean, Brent Suter is one of the best in baseball as far as, defensive run save as a pitcher. He's made a great play on that one. Just trying to find some offense here for the Halos against Bradish.
He's still first in defensive runs saved for the season, Suter, as a pitcher. See if the Angels can wake up the offense now. A crazy double play that was to end the last half inning as Meckler is a fly ball to left center. A lot of easy outs for Bradish tonight, including one on the first pitch here in the 7th.
Pretty sure I don't think I've ever seen a 5-2-1-4 double play.
Actually, is that what it was? 5-2-5-1-4.
Oh, that's right. There was another throw in there, too.
Guzman had that second throw. So 5-2-5-1-4 double play with the outs at home and second base to end the top of the 7th. 1 out, base is clear as Guzman, who started that double play.
That was a great play, too. Infield in.
Unreal pick.
Yes.
Infield in, ball was hit hard, and Guzman just yanked it. And in one motion threw it home to get Henderson caught in that rundown. And Suter with the alert play to tag Henderson and then fire it all the way down to second base.
Yes. I loved his reaction after he made the throw, too. He almost did one of his famous dances. Did a little quick kick.
1-2 on Guzman. Angels just have not been able to find it against Bradish tonight. 83 pitches. Bradish worked 7 1/3 innings in his last start. It's the longest start by an Oriole this year. He's gone 6 1/3 tonight. Here it was to end the top of the 7th.
I mean, he's playing in. That was a tough hop. Quickly got rid of it. Hoppy running him back. And quickly over to Suter and spins around and makes a perfect throw.
Well, not only did Guzman throw it home after making that play, he got right back into position at third to get into the rundown. Very well done by
this kid's done a lot of good things.
Yeah, he has. Three and 2 the count.
Working a solid at bat here so far. Well, it's still a pretty good ride on Bradish's four-seam fastball. That's still up there at 96.
And strike 3. Another called third strike. We've seen 5 of those by Angels hitters tonight. Why would that be?
I mean, I think they're getting caught in thinking all the breaking balls he threw. He painted another fastball in the outside corner. He's done that extremely effectively today. I guarantee you Jim Palmer's going to be talking about that tomorrow because he loves that pitch. It is an unhittable pitch. Where you can make contact, it's going to be on the ground. So often you get caught up in always trying to spin something. That fastball in the outside corner to the knees is unhittable.
Donovan Walton smacks one to center field and has a base hit.
He is a hit machine.
Not had an extra base hit or an RBI tonight, trying to keep those streaks alive. 6 straight games, but he does have a single with 2 outs here in the 7th.
And that one's over 100 miles an hour off the bat.
For Bradish, 7 strikeouts in this game, and they have had 5 backward Ks, 5 looking strikeouts out of the 7. Including O'Hoppe, who struck out looking in the 2nd inning. Bradish struck out 12 in his last start. There's a drive toward left center. A good jump out there by Cowser, and he runs it down. Don't miss a moment this year with Angels.TV. Stream the entire season with the Angels territory for just $74.99. Watch games at home or on the go. Stay connected all year long. Subject to national exclusivities. Visit Angels.TV for details and start streaming today. Of course, that's only about a half season now because tomorrow is the 81st game.
Wow.
It is the exact halfway point in the season once tomorrow night's game is over. Going by a warp speed. There is Tyler O'Neill swinging and missing on the first pitch of the 8th inning from Brent Suter. O'Neill has a base hit. He's 1 for 3. Suter worked an inning yesterday and an inning so far today. He might pitch an inning tomorrow.
Yes, too. Definitely. The whole raised his hand. You know, his buddy here is everyday Eddie Guardado. He learned some things from him in spring training. He goes, how were you able to be everyday Eddie? He goes, just getting that arm rubbed down and everything else. After every time he pitched, he was ready to go the next day.
Hey, Suter's in great shape, too. 36 years old. He's not the son of a bodybuilder like Tyler O'Neill, but he's kept himself in really excellent shape as he's gotten into the elder years of his major league career. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on a foul tip.
Quick pitch, too.
1 out here in the 8th. Let's take a ride with Kia. Suter will be 37 in August. Cincinnati native, drafted out of Harvard. That's off his glove. He's trying to go get it, but Guzman's there. Barehand throw. Not in time.
That was a great play by Guzman, too.
Suter and Guzman combined for that double play last inning. They almost combined for a great play here.
Bare hand, quick throw. Much speed, though.
Infield hit for Leody Taveras, who has 2 hits, and he's only had to make 1 play at third base. Swing and a miss by Colton Cowser. Suter was a 31st round pick. Now you worry about guys like that now because the draft is only 20 rounds. Who knows? It might be even fewer in the near future. But right now it's 20 rounds. So think about that. 11 rounds past where it is now is where Suter got drafted in 2012.
Well, Mike Piazza was leaving way further down than that. He's in the Hall of Fame.
1 ball and 2
His
strikes.
30th game already this season for the Halos too.
Brent Suter has the most major league strikeouts of any pitcher that went to Harvard. He is one of 8 major league pitchers that went to Harvard that has a major league save, which is the exact number of U.S. presidents that have come out of Harvard. 8.
Wow.
So you have the same. If you go to Harvard, you have the same chance of either getting a major league save or becoming president.
And the punch out there too for him. Right on cue.
Well, he already is first in that category.
See if he went on this one. Almost a full swing on that one.
2 outs as Jeremiah Jackson stands in. 10 players from Harvard have hit a major league home run. He's also one of those 10. He has 1 big league homer. He hit it off Corey Kluber.
The Klubot, he got him. Cy Young winner too.
2018, he hit 433 feet too. Straightaway center
He
field.
said he was strong.
That's a pretty good poke. One ball, 2 strikes on Jeremiah Jackson.
I think Kluber remembers that one.
Yes.
There's absolutely no doubt you remember that one.
How much would it have bothered you if you pitched in the National League and you gave up a home run to a pitcher?
How's my silence seem to you?
Do you think you would have held on to that forever?
Oh, yes. Pretty much held on to every home run I gave up, period, still.
That's true. Even the ones the Hall of Famers.
Yes. Yeah. Should have popped it up.
That is the only home run as Walton goes to get that. Spin and a throw to first. Close play. Safe after the first base umpire thought about it for a moment. DJ Rayburn. Jackson is ruled safe. See if the Angels want to challenge.
He looked right away into the dugout to see if they would challenge. I think he beat it out.
And they do want to challenge.
Wow,
Close.
it's closer than I thought. There we go. Our guy.
Los Angeles is challenging the safe call at first.
So that ball Suter hit, the home run Suter hit off Kluber, is the only home run to a pitcher Kluber ever allowed.
Yeah.
Let's see. He looks safe then out.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna call. Yeah. The call is overturned. He is out safe. I think he might be out.
I think he is out.
Yes. Oh, wow. Zach Neto's running off the field already. So is everyone else before even the announcement is made.
Let's see. James Hoy is going to tell us for sure.
After review, the call on the field's overturned. The runner is out. Los Angeles will retain their challenge.
That ends the inning. Against the team that drafted him here at Angel Stadium, has been excellent in 7 innings tonight.
And his fastball, I think, has been his best pitch, even though you think of his slider and curveball as his dominant pitches, especially for punch outs. But his fastball has been electric tonight.
So Bradish will work into the 8th inning here. As the Orioles make some defensive changes, and as we speculated, Jose Siri popping up with a lot of first pitch outs tonight. This one to Jackson. As we speculated, the Orioles just get rid of their DH, with Kobe Mayo going into third base now for the last couple of innings. Taveras moves to center field, which pulls Cowser out of the game. So the pitcher spot will be the 7th spot where Cowser had been. Here's Neto with 1 out, nobody on in the 8th inning. Well, Bradish's last start 7 2/3, the longest by an Oriole this year. Now he's 1 out away from matching that in back-to-back outings, no less. No balls, 2 strikes.
Not a lot of wasted energy, too, for Bradish today, the way he's throwing the baseball. Both sides of the plate. Still a very manageable pitch count. It's 93rd pitch coming up.
The ball's 2 strikes on Neto. Could be Yates getting ready in the Angels bullpen. The Orioles have Rico Garcia up. Bradish has never had a major league complete game. And he has another backward K. That is the 6th strikeout looking for Bradish tonight.
And another fastball on a corner. Inside corner there.
2 outs here in the 8th. 2 more with the Orioles, including tomorrow night's the 81st game of the year, the halfway point of the season. Day game Wednesday. The A's are here this weekend. Sunday's game on Peacock. And a trip to Seattle before coming right back home next week. Most of the games on ABTV.
Looks like a lot of guessing for the hitters and anticipating a break ball. He's about 49% of the time will throw either a slider or curveball, especially with a lot of times with 2 strikes, but he's freezing a lot of hitters with fastballs with 2 strikes.
The Angels have actually struck out looking 7 times in a game, twice this year. And 1 short of that season high. So it's basically 50-50. He's either going to spin it or throw the fastball. So then as a hitter, what do you do?
I think he still sit fastball and react on the breaking ball. It's the best he could do.
Shotwell tags that one off the glove of Jackson. He has his 2nd hit tonight. All the hits, though, have been singles. Angels have not had a man reach third base in this game. Joe Adell bats. He's 1 for 3 with a base hit. Imagine Bradish will likely be done after this batter here. His first 2 starts in June, he only pitched 4 innings apiece. Gave up 5 runs in each of them. Now this is back-to-back outings where he has been really sharp. Trying to find his form again after returning from Tommy John surgery late last season. He was very good for the Orioles in 2023 and not pitched much the last 2 years.
Now that's that nasty slider. So 2 in a row to Joe Adell.
No balls and 2 strikes on Adell, who calls time. Bradish has only walked 1 hitter tonight. He's found himself in the 3rd most full counts in the American League this year. Too bad Trout wasn't around to get into some full counts tonight.
Yes.
0-2 on Adell. Toronto with a win tonight as they beat Houston 4-2. The Blue Jays are now at 500 after that victory. Okamoto hit another home run, his 17th. Dylan Cease struck out 8 for Toronto. And that is another strikeout for Kyle Bradish, who finishes up 8 scoreless innings here at the Big A. Brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Visit kia.com to discover movement that inspires. And by StubHub, a proud partner of Angels baseball. 6-0. Baltimore has the lead. The Angels have been shut out on 6 hits by their one-time farmhand and draft pick Kyle Bradish, drafted by the Angels in 2018 out of New Mexico State. Only spent 1 year in the minor league system for the Angels before they traded him along with a few others for Dylan Bundy. It took Bradish a while to materialize into a good major league pitcher, which he did 3 years ago. Then he got hurt. Now he's trying to find his way back, and he's looked pretty good in his last 2 starts now. Well, just 1 run in his last 15 and 2/3 innings with 21 strikeouts, 9 tonight. Sam Huff looks at a strike leading off the 9th inning against Kirby Yates. Sam Huff, the baseball player,
yes,
not the very old football player. In the Jim Brown days of the NFL.
Just a few years ago.
Yates with a fastball that goes by Huff, strike 3. 1 out here in the 9th inning. See Ryan Johnson tomorrow night against Shane Baz. Johnson was able to regroup after a rough first inning against the Diamondbacks in his last start. See if he can carry over what he did in his last 4 innings of that game.
Start mixing in that split a little earlier in the game too. That will help him out.
Meanwhile, Baz with an ERA just over 4 has not been striking out hitters as an Oriole the same way that he did with the Tampa Bay Rays. 76 strikeouts in 89 innings for Baz.
Giving up 8 home runs so far this year also. Look at all those home runs hit up there in West Sacramento. No extra base hits today for the Halos.
Sometimes the offense has not been quite the same at home as it has been on the road.
Oh, it's amazing the difference in OPS, slugging percentage across the board. I mean, it's dramatic.
Taylor Ward's experienced the same thing this year, even though he's not an Angel anymore. He's at all 5 of his home runs away from his new home ballpark in Camden Yards. Wouldn't have thought that on June 22nd, Taylor Ward would have more homers at Angel Stadium this year than Camden Yards.
I know, that is shocking.
He's homered in back-to-back days, though, including the leadoff home run tonight. He has 2 runs scored in the game. Count 3-2 on Ward. Strike 3 as Ward goes down on strikes. 2 outs. After the game, stick around. Angels Live postgame presented by Kia.
Back punch outs for Kirby Yates. Another fastball. That was at 91.
Rolled over to the right side. Walton sliding stop. Throw to first. Shotwell stretches. And he came off the bag. Angels have won a couple of challenges tonight.
Might try it again to see if he kept his foot on the bag.
Gonna try again. I thought he stayed on, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Los Angeles challenged the safe call at first.
Let's see a better angle right here. Looked like he pulls off the foot off the bag pistol in.
I thought it looked like he had it. We'll see. To highlight that point about the Angels at home, 657 their OPS, second to last in the majors. On the road, 770, second highest in the majors.
That looks like his foot is on the bag there. Thought process. This might be a stand, but sure, it looks like he had his foot on the bag. We just need our guy there, James Hoy, with the call.
The long review. A 60-second timer on these.
Yeah.
It just stands.
I think it's going to be a call stands.
I think he's out personally.
They're not walking off the field like we saw last half inning for the Halos here.
Good stretch by Shonowell either way. It's hard to tell. Maybe he did come off from that other angle we just saw. Here it is.
After review, the call in the field stands. The runner safe. Los Angeles will lose
Henderson
their challenge.
gets an infield hit. 3 hits for Gunnar Henderson tonight. And he's batting just .223 for the year, but it's come to Angel Stadium where he's had a ton of success and has continued that against the Halos in this game. Henderson 3 for 4 tonight. He has a 10-game hitting streak going against the Angels, and his batting average is .462 in those 10 games. It's the longest hitting streak of any active player against the Angels. There's 3 triples in that time too. 4 home runs, 5 multi-hit games, 3 doubles, triple tonight. Alonso's down on strikes, and that ends the inning. BTV presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. It's the bottom of the 9th. Angels have been shut out so far by Kyle Bradish. Now Rico Garcia will be the new pitcher.
And going back to a Hyundai key for the game tonight. The bat dance the night away. So far, not a lot of dancing, not a lot of running around the bases for the Halos. Maybe, just maybe, some magic here in the 9th inning, though.
No, it's been a stationary night. Sort of
it's like
dancing.
Us dancing. That's with us going.
We're not doing any kind of dancing.
No.
Twist and shout. What do you like to do? What about that one we always see on the video board? The what is that? The scuba? I don't know what it is. There's a fly ball to left. Soler sends one back. Ward to the wall. The Angels are on the board. Now we can dance it right away.
You just had to get it going. That's what it's about.
Soler back from the IL.
That's 106 off the bat for Soler power. See, just had to say dance the night away right away. The ball is way in the night.
There's 5 more of those, and the Angels will be right back in it.
Yes.
6-1. Kyle Bradish did not give up an extra base hit through the first 8 innings of this game. With Bradish out, Rico Garcia allows an extra base hit, a home run to Soler. Ball 1 to Meckler. 10 homers now for Soler on the year.
We'll see a fastball, 90-94. There's a cutter, curveball, changeup.
Neto and Trout, the team leaders, with 17 apiece. There's Meckler flying one toward the left field line. Ward has the beat here, 1 out. Dell also has 10, and now so does Soler.
fastball above the belt, and it was belted. Loving that there for Halo fan. Yes. Got his arms extended. That baseball was crushed. When those arms get extended, make contact, it's going to go a long way.
There's a grounder off the bat of Guzman as Henderson gets turned around, but still able to make the play.
A lot of quick outs today, though, for Halo, on the ground especially.
Two quick outs after that home run to start the inning. Guzman's streak of 3 straight games with a home run comes to an end. Soler had 6 home runs in the first month of the season. Only homered once in his last 25 games before the injury, and now a home run here tonight. Walton has a base hit in this game. He is 1 for 3. Angels have 7 hits. Just the 1 run now. Opponents have only hit 124 against Garcia entering today, second lowest among major league relievers. Only Jacob Latz of the Rangers has allowed a lower batting average than that. It's 14 hits now allowed by Garcia and 107 at bats. He strikes out Donovan Walton to end the ball game. 6-1 the final.
Yeah, it's a tough one all the way around. Bradish set the tone. Taylor Ward with a blast right away to start the game. 2-hit night for Ward. But Bradish, I'll tell you what, a player of the game, this dominant against his former team that drafted him. 8 shutout innings, 9 punch-outs, just 1 walk. Not a lot of traffic. Kept that pitch count manageable. Was unbelievable in 8 innings today. That fastball, sinker and 4-seamer were excellent.
His first time pitching at Angel Stadium. Taylor Ward playing as a visitor here for the first time, hit a leadoff homer. The Orioles win it 6-1. We'll be back to wrap it up.